Tonight on Universe Box.
The Tanners celebrate the holidays. A media merger is gaining attention. And William Shakespeare gets a co-author.
This is Universe Box. I'm Bill Meeks.
Oh, and this is Universe Box for October 25th, 2016. I'm sorry, I'm in a Gilmore Girls excitement coma.
Yeah, you're so excited about Gilmore Girls. The fever is contagious. The Gilmore Girls fever is absolutely contagious.
Totes.
So, Anne-Marie, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
You're doing well.
I'm doing spectacular.
Superman does good. You're doing well.
I don't do good. I'm doing spectacular.
So how was your weekend?
What is a weekend?
A weekend is the days between the week, I guess.
The first 5 days. No.
Yeah.
The 2 days after the week. It was all right. There was a little bit of laziness. Then there was a little bit of SeaWorld, and there was a lot of bit of candy.
SeaWorld's fun.
SeaWorld gives you candy.
They for Halloween they give you free candy, which is
and they let adults
the best
trick or
kind
treat.
of candy, honestly.
I love candy.
But yeah. And
How was your weekend?
It was good. I also went to SeaWorld, and then I also spent a lot of time watching a program that I'm going to talk about later. So I won't talk about it now. But
well, fine then. Be that way.
Okay, I will. I guess. Okay, so I guess we should go ahead and get started in the main discussion here. We're looking into the world of television and serialized streaming storytelling in Televisionary. So what's up first, Anne-Marie?
First up is Fuller House Season 2 pictures. With Season 2 of Fuller House set to premiere on December 8th, not 7th like I told you earlier, the Netflix original has released some promotional pictures, and they are going to put you in the holiday spirit. From a costume party to Thanksgiving dinner to matching Christmas PJs, the Tanners...
Lucy and Desi.
But a Halloween Christmas party. No Halloween costume party. The Tanners are looking to celebrate.
I'm dressing up as Christmas for Halloween this year.
Please do that.
I am.
Please do that. That would be amazing.
Excellent.
So these pictures look like a lot of fun, and I love all the different costumes. And not that the show isn't about family. Maybe it's more, this season's going to be a little bit more about the family versus DJ's dating life, which would be cool. Mm-hmm. But there's not much Stephanie. And there's a lot of holidays that occur before the premiere date. So I have questions about all that. So, I don't know. I'm a little confused.
You're a little kerfluffled.
You know, I might be kerfluffled.
Well, I guess we should start off saying that, we really liked the first season of Fuller House. We were both fans of the original series, and we thought it was I thought anyway that it was a really good update. Mm-hmm. It kind of kept the spirit of the show, but was more.
It had the cheese factor.
Versus being aimed at kids, it was more aimed at our generation. But I was looking at these photos here, and it's interesting that a lot of them center around holidays. That was the thing that stuck out to me too. Perhaps there's going to be time skips within the episodes. I feel like maybe the reason they're doing it all holidays is so they can have more of the original cast back, like Danny, Joey, Jesse.
So they have a reason to have them there instead of the...
Yeah, since they're all off living their own lives.
I'm having a dinner downtown. Let me show up and sleep in the basement.
Yeah, but that would definitely be my one hope for the new series is that those guys feature more because they're all really good comedians. They work well together.
They're friends, too. It's nice to work with your friends.
Yeah, as much as I like the original or the first season of Fuller House, it'd be nice to have those guys back in the main rotation too instead of a one-off cameo here or there.
Well, I mean, the first time they probably just weren't sure how this was going to go.
Very true. Very true.
I just would like to see an Olsen twin.
Yeah. Oh, I doubt that's going to happen.
I know it won't.
There were a lot of Olsen twins jokes in the first season.
I wonder if we'll get any more.
Okay, but if you guys didn't know, we record this 10:30 p.m. or 10 p.m. EST at live.universebox.com. With our chat, we have Angel and Bobby and Michael over there. They have some thoughts about it. Angel T says Fuller House is definitely interesting. It does have the cheesiness of the original show, and Bobby only watched the first episode or two, and Angel's not saying anything in a negative way. Mm-hmm. Michael hasn't even watched it, so we're not going to talk about it
Michael hasn't
anymore.
even seen the original.
What?
Michael, you're not American.
Michael, get out of our chat room. No, I'm just kidding.
No, don't leave the
Stay in
chat
our
room.
chat room. It's totally cool. But So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, I'm sure we'll watch it like pretty much immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's our next story, Emery?
Our next story is Kanye boycotting the Grammys. When
Kanye?
Yeezy ain't happy, then nobody's happy. This year, Kanye West is boycotting the Grammys in support of his friend Frank Ocean, whose album Blonde was not nominated. According to reports from Ocean's management, the Blonde was not submitted for Grammy consideration, even though it was released before the deadline. Kanye is looking for an exception to be made in favor of Ocean, as there was in 2010 for Lady Gaga and Best New Artist, I believe. Related, Frank Ocean already has 2 Grammys to his name from 2013.
So, what do you think about this story? Because I have my own thoughts.
I'm sure you do.
I'm trying to hold them back.
Okay, so I mean, if we're not going to get crazy Kanye at the Grammys, we might as well get crazy Kanye about the Grammys beforehand.
Pre-Grammys.
I'm just a little confused as to why Ocean's team didn't submit an already Grammy-winning artist's work. Maybe they didn't think it was quite worthy, even though Kanye obviously does.
Yeah. This is kind of what Kanye does, right? I feel like, it's kind of played out, though. Enough grandstanding around the Grammys, Kanye. I mean, the Taylor Swift thing from a few years ago.
I'm going to let you finish, but first I'm going to... no.
You're going to tell...
I'm going to Kanye.
Yeah, but, it was fine. It worked really well for you. Got you a lot of press and everything. But if you keep doing it, it loses all meaning. If you never like the way the Grammys shake out, maybe you should just start your own music awards show. I mean, I would actually, as long as Yeezy is like the host, like the MC, like the Billy Crystal or the Chris Rock of the Yeezy Awards show, I would totally watch it.
I want a Yeezy. Can I get a Yeezy little statue?
That'd be nice.
A little. Can I get my own little Yeezy?
I'd say though that if he runs his own award show, he'd probably get more press than complaining about the award show that already exists.
That's true.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Over in the chat room, they're just talking about reboots still. I guess Bobby's heard that Machinima is rebooting Knight Rider.
I don't know what Machinima is, but I thought Knight Rider already got rebooted.
Yeah, like
Are they
2
doing it
years
again?
ago. NBC did it 2 years ago, so
maybe it didn't.
I guess they might be doing it again. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, enough about Kanye, enough about Fuller House, enough about Knight Rider, reboots. Go ahead and grab some popcorn and find your seat. We're opening up the curtain on Cinematters. Now, this is a story. Interesting story, Emery. What's up?
I was just going to say, have you ever wanted to own your own piece of the Twilight Saga?
I have, actually.
Well, fantastic.
Awesome.
If you're a fan of sparkly vampires or just want to look like one, 900 items, costumes, and props from the Twilight movies are currently available for bidding
at both?
prop store auctions. A formal auction will be held in Hollywood on November 19th and 20th, and some of the items for auction include both versions of Bella Swan's wedding dress, bloodied and not, and a house's worth of furniture, possibly 2. This could be the perfect Christmas gift for that twihard in your life.
Is there a twihard in your life?
Nope.
Right here. This guy right here.
Homie, you don't even know who Bella is.
Yes, I do.
Who's Bella?
She's the one who was having trouble choosing between Edward and Jacob. Duh. And she also had Jacob's baby.
Whoa.
But Edward
stop now.
bit the baby out of her stomach or something like that.
Okay, that's actually more than I knew about it.
See, I told you. Twihard.
So, A, I never read the books or watched the movies. B, some of the items are a little chintzy and come with a $50 opening bid. Anyone for a plain gray t-shirt? No. But fangirls will buy anything, won't they?
See, I heard they didn't just have one gray t-shirt, they had 50 in different shades. That's what I heard.
I can't. I'm walking away from it. What did you think about the Twilight Saga auction?
I actually thought that it's timed very well. Like they've had this stuff in the warehouse for years and years and years, but the fans of the original series who were teenagers and college age and stuff like that, back when the books and the movies first came out, they're right at the age where you get a lot of disposable income if you don't have kids. And
I was about to say, wait, they're our age. I have no disposable income.
But if you don't have kids.
Yeah.
I think Good for them. I mean, I've always wanted some props.
Make a buck, homie.
And I've always wanted some props from my favorite movies. So why would I badger fans of a lesser series wanting the same thing?
Dude, the props are stupid. Some of them.
Yeah, I'm sure
there's like a wrapped gift. Like, there's nothing in there. It's literally just wrapping paper.
Well, it's a range. And
for $50, you
can have a piece of Twilight.
They're even selling like the stunt person's clothes and jewelry.
Nice.
There's like 3 versions of the stunt gray T-shirt. I'm like, y'all.
Might be a really famous stunt person. Who knows? Over in the chat room, Angel says, I was a tween when the books came out. So, yeah, I've read the books and seen the movies. Not a twihard, but I don't hate it. So
question mark?
So we do have a twihard in our life, Anne-Marie. And how dare you make fun of them?
I wasn't making fun. I just don't know who's spending $50 on that T-shirt.
Well, let's go ahead and move on to someone who it's fine to make fun of.
Probably. So, have you heard about this AT&T Time Warner merger?
A little bit.
Who's watching these people? So with the announcement last week of AT&T and Time Warner's proposed merger, there's a lot of discussion about what governing bodies should be given the opportunity to make sure that everything stays on the up and up. Currently, it looks like the Department of Justice and the Federal Trade Commission will be reviewing, and possibly the FCC, but there's a question over their jurisdiction. Okay, so things like this are usually way above me, and I'm not going to lie.
This is what I call a sticky wicket.
A sticky wicket.
A sticky wicket.
So, like I said, this isn't like my area, but I can see why there's a need for regulations with such a large business buying another large business that controls the same things. So with two such high profile companies, there is the consideration of them taking over the market and not giving anyone else a chance. However, AT&T's counsel is arguing that it's no. It's just going to increase the reach of Time Warner's content.
Sure.
But you're making the money on it.
When has AT&T ever lied to the American public? Ever. Okay, so full disclosure, I used to work for AT&T. That being said, they are totes evil and shouldn't be allowed to do this. I can say that as a former employee, I think.
Of over a year, yep.
Yeah, so I am sick and tired of all this media consolidation, though. I don't think internet providers should be allowed to be content creators, content distributors, because it creates a huge conflict of interest in a growing space when it comes to prioritizing traffic. How much do you want to bet that the new AT&T/Time Warner streaming service will work great on the AT&T network, which, by the way, they're the second largest ISP in the country. But that it'll work great on there. But Netflix is probably going to be throttled to heck and back. And I hate all this.
Stop merging.
Consolidation.
Just stop merging.
I really feel like AT&T, as well as other outlets like Comcast / NBC Universal, I think they need broken up, or we're going to be heading towards a very scary future where just a few companies control everything we see and hear, which leads to myopic viewpoints and, annoys me. Plus, Time Warner owns DC Comics, so this could hurt DC Comics, and nobody wants that. No. Really.
We can't do that.
Yeah, it's very sad, though. I hate to see this kind of stuff moving forward, and I hope someone finds some way to squash it who's not me, because I don't have the power.
Nope.
I will fight the power, though.
Fight the power.
Anytime I possibly can. Okay, let's go ahead real quick. We're going to get back to the main discussion in just a second, but first we'd like to tell you about our Patreon. Now, if you don't know what Patreon is a great way you can help support the podcast.
Support us. Help us be better.
Yeah.
Buy us coffee.
Definitely.
And internet.
Basically what you can do, it's kind of like, NPR or something. You're just like, hey, I want to give Bill and Anne-Marie $1 a month so they can go out and buy
a pack of gum,
a cup of coffee, and split it. And
where are you getting dollar coffee?
we would love to do that. We would love to split a cup of coffee. Maybe we'll Facebook Live it if you earmark it coffee.
Yes.
But if you want to do that, if you want to help support us for all we do, all the time and resources we put into these shows, we'd really, really appreciate it. There are a lot of rewards that we pay you back. The most important one is the $5 Star Patrons Club, where, basically there's a bunch of benefits. One of them is we read your name on every episode of every podcast we do. The other...
Oh, here we go.
is that we pick your own media company to merge with.
Oh, who are we merging with this week?
Let's see.
Angel?
I'll name the media company along with everyone's name. Okay. So Becca Baca gets Netflix. Angel gets Hulu. Holly Max 79 gets Crackle. Monica Jones gets iTunes. Sage of Earth gets Amazon Prime. Harry Seidler gets nothing. I hate him. Timothy Peters gets...
Poor Harry.
Timothy Peters gets whatever that kid streaming
that we talked about last week.
Yeah, let's see. Robert Catler gets can't think of any other names right now. Hope Mollinex, Karen Horlatcher, and Jessica Gonzalez. You guys are awesome. You're the dreamers of dreams. If you want to be a member of the $5 Star Patrons Club,
if you want to tell us who to merge with,
or just throw us a buck or something, go to patreon.com/universebox.
And remember to think outside.
Okay, before we get back to the main discussion, I just want to say, over in the chat room, Angel says... In terms of like merging and stuff like that, she says, you mean like how Disney seems to own a bunch of stuff?
Yep.
That I kind of dislike that too.
Mm-hmm. It's not so fun.
I saw the writing on the wall back when they picked up Marvel. I was like, I'm probably not going to like the next Marvel movie. And guess what?
Sure enough.
I didn't. But let's stop talking about comic books and talk about real books.
No, not yet. Friday. Around 8:30 p.m. We're having a patron hangout. If you're not a patron, become one before then. You can come hang out with us.
Yeah, you can come chat with us.
We usually get
Google
even
Hangout.
crazier.
Yeah, so Friday, definitely. Sorry, I forgot about that.
That's okay. It's not in big, capital, bold, red letters or anything.
Did we say remember to think outside?
Yeah, let's do it again, though.
Remember to think outside. Okay, now comics, novels, Dr. Seuss, as long as you can read it, we've indexed it and shoved it in a folder. Let's crack open the Bibliophile.
I should have grabbed my book. So, like I said, I should have grabbed my book. So, Shakespeare has a co-author now.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Christopher Marlowe, a contemporary of William Shakespeare, has formally been named as the co-author of Henry VI, Parts 1, 2, and 3. It is speculated that plays used to be written like screenplays are now, where one writer will begin the process and the outline, and they'll have some others fill in certain little scenes. This discovery, which has been suspected and debated for centuries, is likely to prompt a review of many 16th and 17th century plays.
So what do you think about this?
Well, there's always something new to learn about Shakespeare somehow. I actually remember having this discussion in college. Hi, theater major. Can't help it. And I remember at the time there wasn't any evidence. There was just lots of speculation, just like the verbiage and, the creating of the words.
Uh-huh.
So I think that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
No? You don't think it's cool?
I'm
Do you like Shakespeare being Shakespeare?
I like pure Shakespeare.
Pure
uncut Shakespeare. This is actually pretty similar to what's happened to the legacy of Stan Lee and Bob Kane and some other people from comic books. Although there aren't really any living relatives of Christopher Marlowe championing the case.
To the best of our knowledge.
Well, credit where credit is due, I think is a good thing. I can't help but think that maybe the plays wouldn't be as well remembered if Shakespeare's name wasn't attached, for one. And also, I took a look at some of the methodology they used.
Yeah.
And it's pretty shady. They ran basically a text analysis software on a bunch of Shakespeare plays, and then on these ones in Marlowe plays, and then on these ones in particular. But if they were responsible for writing a bunch of plays together, don't you think that would skew the results a bit? If there was a lot of Marlowe and Shakespeare, how would that be a good data source to use to see if these Shakespeare plays?
Yeah.
Plus, writers are known for writing and coming up with creative ways to say things and speaking in other voices through their writing. So, I mean, a personal letter, even a technical manual, I think would be a lot better to use this kind of analysis software with.
But did they really write that many technical manuals then?
No, they didn't.
Okay, then.
Just for typewriter. No, wait, not even typewriters.
Typewriters. This was all handwritten.
And
if you look at the complete Shakespeare, that's a lot of ink.
Yeah, I don't know. This just kind of feels like a move to drum up interest in the new edition of the plays, or maybe the text analysis software.
Right.
Either way, it didn't really sound like definitive proof to me, and they're billing it as such, which makes me instantly distrusted. Let's see. Over in the chat room, Angel says I was about to ask that whether there's already been some argument about whether Shakespeare completely wrote all of his plays and stuff.
No, I mean, that's a lot of words to write in a lifetime, let alone just the adult career.
Yeah,
Basically, I mean, you don't have a 5-year-old writing Romeo and Juliet.
definitely.
It wouldn't be that good.
If you put 1,000 5-year-olds in front of typewriters and have them type for 1,000 years,
you would get some of the words that Shakespeare created.
Yeah,
probably.
You would get an episode of Bubble Guppies. Okay, so
Bubble Guppies.
All right, it's time to move on. Okay, so throw in your headphones and warm up your pipes. We're going to make sure your modern music knowledge is in tune. Okay, so we're going to do something a little different for In Tune tonight because this weekend I found out I got some really bad news. It's music related, though. So I had this friend in college named Ryan Horde, high school and college, named Ryan Horde. We were in choir in high school together. And then in college, we were really good friends. And, he kind of helps push me towards writing songs and stuff, which led me to writing all sorts of stuff and led me here in a lot of ways. And he was always very encouraging. He was very friendly. I remember the first summer I was at our college, he was one of the only other people there. So we hung out constantly. And I mean, we were friends on and off for probably 8 years. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but he passed away this weekend. Very sad. I won't go into too many details about it or anything, but if you need help, get help. I'll just say that much. But
don't let the addiction take you.
But he was such a wonderful musician that I thought I'd take this segment of the show to play you one of his songs called Skin Deep. I believe his cousin posted it on YouTube, so I went ahead and grabbed it. So we're going to play that right now, and we'll be back in just a second.
Well, that's because you're being recorded by 600 people.
For the media.
I'm really nervous.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This gets you a record deal off of my page. I want to.
Set in the danger, search and new sin. My body aches and my mind is set. And I'm fixed on fixing to burn. Body twitches, shooting nerves, who knew skin's deep fault was a needle that hides all in a comfort fall. We are shown it's only skin deep. Test of the ages, deterring your friends. I'm here to question, protesting the wind. The air rates fire to burn. I feel higher and still never learn. Who knew skin's default was a needle that binds all poison so sweet that in my skin will grow, even though it's only skin deep. Though it's only skin deep, even though it's only skin deep.
Right on.
But you know, he was a really good guy. He was a very he wore his heart on his sleeve. He had a lot of sadness in him, but he used it to make some beautiful music, and he was a really good friend. So I'll miss you, Ryan. I hope you're better now. Okay, so let's lighten up the mood. Okay, so what's in the box? You're about to find out. We've each selected a special story to discuss. Let's pop open the universe box.
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 So Suge Knight has not forgot about Dre.
Nor should he.
No, nor should. Well, I think Dre would like him to. That's not Dre. That's Shakespeare. While the world knows about the long-standing feuds between rappers, Suge Knight and Dre are entering yet another round. Knight has claimed that Dre put a hit out on him in 2014 to avoid having to pay him 30% of his earnings from his deal with Apple for the sale of Beats by Dre.
The
Beats. So, because of this hit, Knight is claiming that he sped away for fear of his life off the set of Straight Outta Compton, hitting and killing Terry Carter, a.k.a. why he is currently awaiting trial. The claim for 30% comes from an early contract between Dre and Knight in the 1990s, alleging a lifetime management agreement, even though the two have not interacted since 1996. Oy vey.
Well, yeah, wasn't it just a couple weeks ago I was calling for the rap battles of old to reassert themselves?
Yep.
So,
there it is, homie.
Wish granted.
There it is.
Definitely. Okay, so it's dramatic.
This is a big one.
Yeah, this
It's a
is
big one.
Okay, hold on to your Pokeballs, folks, because this is pretty amazing. And according to Michael in the chat room,
It has already begun.
it's already begun. Yes, Pokemon Go is launching its first in-game event for Halloween. And this article comes to us from What the Fangirl. Our good friend Hope Molinax wrote it. So, Hey, Hope, What the Fangirl people. Okay, so Pokemon Go is getting its first special event ever. Starting tomorrow, you're more likely to find spooky Pokemon like Ghastlies, Haunters, and Drowsies. And you'll also get double candy for transactions and quadruple candy for walking your buddy around.
I'm going for a walk
like
tomorrow.
my buddy Raichu.
I have like a 3-mile walk tomorrow morning.
Perfect. I'm as somebody who is slogging my way to level 23, this comes as really great news. Because I'm hoping that maybe as the event rolls on, maybe there'll be some other bonuses. Like maybe they'll toss some lucky eggs our way on Halloween or some Pokeballs or something.
That would be awesome.
That would be nice. But yeah, I'm completely addicted to this game. Like,
And this is something I never thought he would be addicted to.
Yeah,
Like, this is way out of character.
I was kind of anti the concept of gamification until I played Pokemon Go, and then I was like, "Oh, I get it now."
Gamify it all.
So as soon as we're done recording this, I'm probably going to go out and catch some Ghastlies or something
Nice.
like that. Okay, so Anne-Marie, what holidays do we have coming up?
Okay, tomorrow is a fun one. It is Pumpkin Day.
Pumpkin.
It's actually pumpkin, but I like to say pumpkin. It is also Mincemeat Day. If you would like a mincemeat pie, tomorrow is the day to have it. Also, it's Howl at the Moon Day.
So basically, what you're telling me to do is make a mincemeat pie with a pumpkin crust, take it outside, catch a Ghastly, and then howl at the moon. I like it. It's good. I'm down with all three of those holidays. And they're much easier.
I've never had mincemeat.
You haven't? Mincemeat pie is delicious. It's
bad.
It's absolutely delicious. You should try
What
it
is it?
sometime. Mincemeat.
Helpful.
I don't know. I don't ask
I'm Googling.
questions. I don't ask questions. It says meat in the name of a pie. I just go with it. Okay, so let's see here. What are we excited about this week besides mincemeat pie? we're offering up our recommendations in Suggestibles. Okay, so Anne-Marie, you have a Suggestible. What is it? I don't even know.
Gilmore
What could it be?
Girls!
Gilmore Girls.
Okay, so I know I've talked about this before, and I happened to, when I was looking for stories this morning, notice that there was like an update to the Gilmore Girls website. You can find some cool links to like merchandise and to all of the different businesses within Stars Hollow, but there was also like love advice from Kirk. And if you watch Gilmore Girls, Kirk is amazing. He's fantastic. He's wonderful.
Sure.
It's fantastic. But there was also this countdown going on, and I saw this way too early in the morning. So I was like, oh, sometime today I need to come back and see what that was. And I was putting the gun at the dock. I'm like, doop, 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 doop. And the countdown said like 3 minutes. I was like, well, let me just sit here and wait and see what's going to happen. Dude, it was the official trailer because we are exactly 1 month from Gilmore Girls launching. So I'm probably going to do like a big thing about this. So here's what I'm just going to give you. We're exactly 1 month away from Gilmore Girls, A Year in the Life, coming to Netflix. So here are some of the highlights of the official trailer. Suki. Y'all, Suki St. James. Melissa McCarthy, you may know her from Ghostbusters.
Never heard of her.
Bridesmaids and all sorts of shenanigans. She makes an appearance. All three of the boys, Team Dean, Jess, and Logan. Emily is wearing a t-shirt. I know that doesn't sound like a thing, but Emily's wearing a t-shirt. All sorts of confusion from both of the girls, and Kirk is at Emily's house. I don't know. I have no idea. So look for more from me.
All sorts of madness.
I know you're like, I don't speak this. This is Greek.
I've seen most of the series.
I know, but you still look very confused.
Yeah, I'm not completely obsessed with you. It's like,
I'm not completely obsessed with you.
No, like you.
Okay. I was like,
but it's probably something like how when I talk about like Krypton and Superman and this, that, and the other, and you're like, what? What? Okay.
What?
Over in the chat room, let's see. Angel T is saying maybe I'll have some pumpkin spice stuff in honor of Pumpkin Day.
Totes.
And where will you find it?
I have no idea. There is no pumpkin spice anything anywhere.
Yeah. And Michael Lucero says every time I see that Luke Steiner thing, I have to remind myself it's not about Luke Cage.
Oh, chat room.
Angel's lost about the Gilmore Girls stuff too, which Anne-Marie is not too happy about.
Angel, darling.
Yeah. Sorry. It's late. Okay, so I have my Suggestible too, and
yes,
it's a wonderful, wonderful show called Black Mirror. They just released the
Netflix.
The third season on Netflix. It's out now. It came out this weekend, and it's awesome. I fell in love with this technological Twilight Zone from Charlie Brooker back during the first season, and so far the third season hasn't disappointed. I'm 4 episodes in, I think.
I was a little creeped out.
But yeah, you saw the video game episode.
Yeah.
But my favorite episode so far is Shut Up and Dance, where Teen Boy's webcam gets hacked, leading to the hackers blackmailing him into doing a series of awful things. Each episode is set, a second from tomorrow, and makes you think about the direction of things like the internet, smartphones, social media, and where it's all sending society. It's a really thought-provoking, creepy, wonderful, wonderful show. It's chilling stuff and sometimes even heartwarming in the case of San Junipero, which was the 4th episode, I believe. A really touching story. Kind of had me a little misty at the end. Love story set in the 80s. It's on Netflix now, so really you have no excuse not to go check it out. I highly recommend checking out at least one episode. If you like the dark and scary Twilight Zone-y kind of stuff, check out any episode basically, and if you don't, I would actually check out San Junipero, because it's just a really good love story with a technological twist. So definitely go check it out and let me know what you think. In fact, you can write us and let us know coming up here, because we can't wait to hear your blathering. Let's hear what our listeners have to say in Blather Skypes. Another week with no Blather Skypes. It's
but
okay,
from the
though.
chat room, Angel keeps reminding us that she is basically a baby because she was 7 when Gilmore Girls came out. 7.
And
And she's terrible at watching shows. All right, fair. And Michael Lucero said he went to the store on Sunday and literally bought 12 pumpkin spice foods. Michael Lucero, you're my hero.
Cool. And we love your blather Skypes in the chat room.
Sorry.
Live Tuesday and Thursday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Time at live.universebox.com. We'd love to hear from you, too. You can email us contact@universebox.com. Tweet us at universe_box. The Facebook group is facebook.com/groups/universeboxshow. And the voicemail number is 424-274-2352. Again, that's 424-274-2352. And your assignment this week, because we always give homework, watch an episode of Black Mirror. Tell us what you think.
Or send me your favorite pumpkin spice recipe.
Or send us your favorite pumpkin spice recipe, and maybe we'll make it for the show.
Yes, if you Thursday. No, if you can send me your favorite pumpkin spice recipe by noon Eastern, I will try and make it.
Definitely. And no nutmeg recipes, no cinnamon recipes, pumpkin spice.
Which is cinnamon and nutmeg and ginger.
Okay, we're gonna close up with some takeaways here. Okay, it's impossible to forget about Dre. Always assume an author had help. It's a rare condition this day and age to see any good news on the newspaper page, and the AT&T Time Warner merger sounds like the setup for a Black Mirror episode. Okay, so we're gonna skedaddle out of here. We'll be back Thursday, 10 p.m. live.universebox.com. We want to thank all of our chatters, Angel and Bobby and Michael, for coming in and chatting with us. We love all of you. You know that.
Big hearts. Big
Anne-Marie,
hearts.
where can people find you online?
You can find me on Twitter at DeSimone.
As for me, you can follow me on Twitter at Bill Meeks. You can follow all of the podcasts we do at universebox.com, I believe.
Yeah, that's it.
And you can follow me out of here because I'm going to go play some Pokemon Go. So until next time,
Remember to think outside.